While that brisk get my paddles out. Oh, look who came to visit me. I'm so glad you're here. I thank you for visiting me. We have happy hour again this afternoon, and I'm going to make, for happy hour, I'm going to make yellow rice with chicken and sausage. I'm glad you're here. Let me get started by rolling up my sleeve, and let me take my coat off, and let me wash my hands. How's every little thing been with you this week? I had a busy week. Last Thursday, one of my residents passed. She died of ovarian cancer. God bless her, about 73 years old. Took her about 6 weeks to die. And so on Monday, we had to go to a visitation. And on Tuesday, there was a funeral. And after the funeral, the church ladies from her church asked if they could have lunch for the family here. Well, of course we said yes. This was Sylvia's house. So, to contribute to their lunch, I made yellow rice with turmeric. And I haven't done that one in years. So tonight I'm going to do it for happy hour. Let me get my trusty wooden, I like using wood on these, like I said before. When it gets too far gone, you can just throw it away. Alright. And do this. This is very complicated. On the Cooking Network, they make rice one of the most complicated. I don't know why they do that. I think it's a power thing. When I go on the Cooking Network, I'm not going to be too popular with the other cooks, because I'm going to tell them they're all full of themselves. You do have to measure rice. I don't measure many things, but I do measure rice. If I were cooking and you were coming to my house, I would probably count 1/3 of a cup of dry rice per person as a serving. So if I had 3 people over, I would probably cook 1 cup of rice. Alright. You don't wash the rice. In fact, in Asian countries, it's considered rude to wash the rice. So I think I'm going to make 2.5 cups of rice for about 12 people or something. My share is going to be 2.5 cups. The weather has been lovely in Texas this week. My bosses are in order this week. I had to go to a stupid boring training. Oh, that was last week. I had to go to a stupid webinar this morning about selling electricity. Oh my God. I think most of the residents have calmed down, and I got to run for my money when I first started. But they all seem nice. That was 2.5 cups of dry rice. How much water do you add to the rice? Well, I used to watch this guy on the Food Network. I can't remember his name. And one day he was making rice. And he said, when you add the water to the pot, he was a Japanese guy, the water should reach Mount Fuji. Reach Mount Fuji. Really? The water should reach Mount Fuji? What he meant was he jams his hand down into the pot, and however deep the rice is, the water should come up to this knuckle. Really? Now how does that work with people who have tall skinny fingers or short stumpy fingers? I hate it when they do that. Very simple. It's 2 parts of water to 1 part of rice. If you want to make a cup of rice, you use 2 cups of water. And then you toss in a little bit of extra water because the pot is thirsty. So 2½ cups of rice. Gonna put in 5 cups of water. Did I tell you Miss Marguerite went blind on me last week? I'm worried about her. 3, 4, 5. So 5 and maybe ½ cup because the pot is thirsty. Miss Marguerite has pressure in the back of her eye, and the glaucoma specialist doesn't want to do a surgery because Marguerite is going to be 99 years old next month. And so he's hoping that the pressure will decrease of its own and that he won't have to do eye surgery on a 99-year-old woman. Here it is. Put the water and the rice cold on the fire. That's the opposite of when you're cooking pasta. When you cook pasta, you boil the water and get it boiling crazy, and then put the pasta in. But the rice, you put it all on the pot, and it's all going to come up at the same time. Some people make a mistake stirring rice too much. It gets sticky when you do that. So I'm just going to kind of give it a little stir here. You saw that was not much. This is ground turmeric. It's very good for you. It comes from India. Turmeric is one of the 3 ingredients that go to make up curry. It's turmeric, chili, and I don't know the other one. I want to say it's ginger. Maybe it's turmeric, curry, turmeric, ginger, and chili that goes to make up curry. How much turmeric are we going to put in? Turmeric has a real strong smell, and you can get different strengths of turmeric. What I'm looking for is the color of a yellow Easter egg. It's going to be like Spanish rice. Try it. Get yourself a little pot and make some rice in the little pot and try adding curry to it. Turmeric to it. Maybe I should just see what I got going on. How's that if we go that route? This is a teaspoon. Let me see if a teaspoon is what I want for that pot of rice. And then we'll have some idea. Miss Hazel's doing fine. Her grandsons, Hazel is 102. Her grandsons came and got her and took her to Oklahoma to go gambling at the Indian casinos. So we're starting with this teaspoon turmeric. And what did I use? About half of it? Let me decide if that's the right color. She was all mad because she went gambling in Oklahoma about an hour and a half from here. And she came back without a thing. She didn't win. So she now doesn't trust I want more turmeric. She now doesn't trust those Indians in Oklahoma. But she had a great time. She said she was up by about $200, but she kept gambling and gave the Indians all their money back. 102 years old. Let's see. There's about that much left in a teaspoon. I think I might be ready. How about the color? How about if it looks let me let you take a look at it. This time we'll see if I can get the camera angle correct. How about the color of it? Looks like lemon jello. Maybe that's the color it looks like. I don't know, we'll just see. A rolling boil because it's the steam that cooks the rice. So now I'm going to give the rice a good stir. Oh, that turmeric sure smells good. Can you see the color of the rice already? So it's going to stain that. Everybody's going to say, oh, he must have done something very special. Yes, I did something very special. I want my paddle. Because the rice will scorch, and that's a very bad idea. All right. Now I move the rice from the big to the little, put the top on it, turn it way down till it's like a bare simmer, and that's going to take about 15 minutes for the rice to cook. Now we're ready for, you guessed it, the Trinity. Celery. Today it's going to be celery, bell pepper, and onion. There's always a trinity in New Orleans cooking. Sometimes it's celery, onion, and carrots. Sometimes it's celery, onion, and garlic. I like to use celery, onion, and bell pepper. And you see I use it an awful lot. So we're going to get that out. I already chopped up the celery and the onions. I already chopped up. And all we have here is a bell pepper. Why don't you just try different kinds of bell pepper? Carol, I'm looking in your direction. You like salads. These things are very good for you. And the different colors of bell pepper have different flavor. So sometimes they're stronger. The red bell peppers are the more expensive. Take the seeds out of a pepper and throw them away. The dandelions, not dandelions, the daffodils are blooming in Dallas this year. Remember last year around Easter time, I went to the park in Dallas? In fact, I did it with my Easter suit on. I went to the park in Dallas and took pictures of myself. Those were rough days to be unemployed and all alone. We don't want to go through that again. I have my nice, lovely apartment. Guess what? A lady came to see me today who's from the company that is the competitors of Rent-A-Center. And they have washer and dryer, you know, in the apartments and blah, blah. And your tenants might like the washer and dryer service, blah, blah. And we're very competitive against Rent-A-Center. Oh, really? Yes, we can do it for about $35. I said, oh, really? Would that include me? And she said, as a matter of fact, you would get the leasing agent discount, and she's going to give me a washer and dryer to rent for $17.50 a month. Sold! So I'll get a washer and dryer. Alrighty then. You knew it. You knew it. You notice when I took the rice off, I left the fire burning high here? So we're ready to fire up Big Mama here. Here she goes. Love cooking that in that pan because it doesn't splash all around. You've seen this before. You should be practicing this already at home. Gonna get some canola oil. So I'm going to get a washer and dryer. Well, there you go, in my apartment. And everything seems okay with all of my bosses. You know, I guess I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. I honestly think I might have had PTSD when I first started, because I think I might have had PTSD. Because there were days that I would just worry and worry, waiting for the other shoe to drop. We don't want that to happen again. And come to find out, they're nice and they appreciate me. Okay. And the residents have gotten over themselves and they act nice. Just peeking at that rice to make sure that it's actual. Oh man, that smells good. I think you should try this turmeric idea because it's something totally different. Smells good. All you got to do, and you've seen, you know where we're going here. You know exactly where we're going right there. Going to, always hear it, going to cook this down, kind of brown it a bit, and then you'll see what the next step in the process is. You're going to go to sleep now. Oh no, you're not going to sleep. You're going to go to station identification right now, and you're going to go take a visit out on the balcony. And when you come back, this is going to be done, and this will be almost done, and I'll be ready.